proceed.
Thank you guys so much for staying at the end of the day. My name is Alexis Schaefer, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about communication within the workplace. I'll start with a question. In the past year, do you guys feel like communication towards our clients about educating them about different preventatives or different healthcare needs, do you guys feel like that communication has been slightly increased in getting across to clients, slightly decreased, stayed about the same? What do you think?
I think it has increased.
Increased? Okay, perfect. So this first diagram I'll be pulling up for you is a survey done by the Partners for Healthy Pets, or the PCP. They did a survey done from April 2017 to this year, and the question was, during the past 4 years at the practice that you are now working at, or the practice that you've been in for the past 4 years, have you observed any changes in the effort to communicate to pet owners with the value of benefits of preventatives versus just simple recommendations, just simply making a recommendation to them? Here we have decreased substantially, decreased slightly, stayed about the same, increased slightly, increased substantially, and we have the opinions of vets, veterinary technicians, and then office managers. As you can see within the diagram, 29% of veterinarians think they stayed about the same, kind of an average here in the 20s to 14% there with office managers and veterinary technicians. But the major increases were, or the major percentages were in the increased only slightly. Within practicing medicine and in the veterinary field, we always want to try to increase education substantially. So kind of a disappointing detail there. But our next diagram that we'll be showing is what the clients think. So this too is a diagram from April 2017 to April 2018, and this diagram or this information is from the Veterinary Hospital Managers Association, or the VHMA, and these are the top 3 reasons clients gave as to why they did not follow through with medical recommendation. So here we have financial limitations, failure to understand the value of that recommendation, lack of confidence in the recommendation, complicated treatment plan, they do not value the pet, do not fully comprehend that recommendation made by the veterinarian, and then other, which was more of a specific thing that they listed. Here we have the top 3 answers, or the top 3 things listed. Financial limitations at 87%, failure to understand the value at 75%, and then do not fully comprehend the recommendation made at 59%. So, with the connection between both diagrams here, with any type of relationship, whether it be in the workplace, between employees, relationships at home, a major key factor is communication. So today I want to talk about 2 different styles of communicating within the workplace and then their benefits. So first I'll start off with direct communication. So direct communication is a way of communicating with somebody kind of head on. Here in the office, when we tend to have people come in for exams, we initially speak to the owner, assess the pet, and then what great thing that we provide is kind of a direct communication field towards them. One thing that we use are models. So having models like these, that when the doctors are explaining, say, patellas that are loose, they can actually show the owner directly what they're talking about and show them exactly what those luxating patellas look like. Another thing that we are big on is dentistry, and so having models and skulls like these to provide explanations directly to the owner, exactly what teeth are bothering them, is a good way to process that direct communication. Another thing that we do very well is follow-up, so connecting with those owners again the next day and saying, hey, we're just following up, any questions, that kind of thing the next day is great. So that's a line of direct communication. Another line is indirect communication. We use that both with the pets and the owners, having open body language, a nice smile on your face. Your presentation the whole time is a great way to indirectly communicate. A lot of times reading through the lines with owners and asking them how their day is makes them feel more comfortable and just overall makes their experience a lot better. So those are the two types of ways and styles of communication. And so, there's a bunch of different lines of communicating, not necessarily just directly and indirectly communicating with owners, but hopefully, within the next year or so, we can build on educating clients and keeping our staff educated, and that way everybody can raise that diagram percentage and clients become happier and well knowledgeable about their pets. Thank you. And so we'll open up the room for any questions that you guys may have.
I have a question.
Sure.
So on the diagram with reasons that pet owners gave for not following through with the recommendation, were they allowed to choose more than one?
Yes,
Okay.
they were allowed to list their top three. So
Oh, I see.
within
Okay.
each, I think they were noted to either choose from a multiple choice of which ones, and then they had the option of other where they could be more specific
I
as to
see. Okay.
what their reasons and why, they weren't fully knowledgeable about their experience within the veterinary field. And the diagrams were also, it's nationwide throughout the United States. I think it was like 600 different practices that ended up participating in that in this diagram. So yes, they were allowed to kind of choose
Okay.
as they please.
That's why it's more than 100%. That makes
Yes.
sense.
Right. Any other questions? All right. So
Let's see the
thank you
audience.
guys. And then cards.